Hi, welcome back to continue the training buying from Alibaba. In the first part of the training, we were taught how to create an account, change the currency and search for products. This is the continuation. In today's video, we will be talking about from which store you should source. What are the characteristics of the store from which you should source? 1. It has to be verified. 2. It has to have 3 or more than 3 years of experience. 3. You have to check for trade insurance. 4. You have to check for the products and the store reviews. 5. You have to check the product specification, the materials, the specific characteristics of this product. So in today's video, we are going to be using Wix. After we make a research for Wix, you will see many different suppliers for this single product. If you identify the kind of wig you want, before you click on this image for more details, you have to make sure the shop is verified. You can see the verified logo here, and beside the verified logo you will see the number of years of experience of the shop. So after you've seen the shop is verified and the number of experiences above 3, you can consider buying from a shop with less than 3 years of experience if the product is newly developed. That means before there have not been any other shops reselling the product. Furthermore, we proceed by checking trading assurance. What is trading assurance? Trading assurance is simply a guarantee offered by the Alibaba platform, so that in case of any loss or any issues during your transaction, like before the goods reach to you or after you receive the good and there are issues with the good, you can send it back. And in certain cases, you can get a refund. You can easily identify trade insurance using this yellow logo. Now let's talk about product and store reviews. When you're on the product, you simply have to scroll down. You will see store reviews and product reviews. You click on them. These reviews are comments made by people who have bought the product before you. And on this e-commerce platform, people usually tend to give feedbacks after receiving their product. So I will advise you to buy from shops who have a lot of review as possible, maybe 200 and above. And make sure that the reviews are from different people. You can check the user names and everything. Most of the times these reviews are reliable and you can trust them. So the next thing we're going to talk about is checking the product specification. To know about the product specifications, you scroll to the end of the product, like at the right bottom end of the product. You will see a lot of pictures trying to describe the product, and also you have written information talking about descriptions. For this hair, we have the color, we have the hair length, we have the grade. So based on this specification, you should be sure it matches what you need. After you've checked everything, the next step is to contact the supplier. There are basically 2 ways. The first one is by using chat now, and then you send the product you're interested in, or you can go back in the product and send an inquiry. This one is more accurate because there are different sections that permit you to be more specified and detailed. For example, you can start by writing a message introducing yourself and your company. In addition to this, there are product characteristics that you can input the quantity. You can also add some product attributes. For this week, we have the type of hair, Brazilian, Chinese, Indian, and many other kinds of hair. Also, we have the stretch length. So different products have different characteristics. So based on this, you fill them in and send your inquiry to the supplier. Once you fill this form and send it, you're going to be taken back to the chat with the supplier, and you should feel free to contact as many as possible suppliers you wish to so that you can have the best deal. So when you're in the chat with the supplier, you have to ask them vital question. 1. Price agreement. You can bargain the prices of certain goods provided you want to buy in very large quantities. Secondly, you can ask about the availability of the goods. When can they ship your goods? 3. If you're buying in bulk quantity and you are doubting about the quality, you can request for a sample if they can give it to you or not. 4. Who pays for the shipping costs? Generally, when buying from Alibaba, you are the one supposed to pay for the shipping costs, shipping from their factory to the company that will send it to you in your country. But upon certain agreements, the supplier can grant you free shipping. Furthermore, if you're shipping by air, you should ask about the total weight of the quantity of the goods you are going to buy. Also, if you're shipping by sea, you should ask about the CBM. The CBM is the volume the goods you will buy will occupy in the shipping container. These people on Alibaba have all this detailed information. On the other hand, they may ask you some questions like, do you have an agent or a shipping agent in China? You can simply say yes, because you have me right now. You can contact me and I will be able to make sure your goods reach you well and safe, because the agent is supposed to provide you with the shipping address, which I'm going to provide you with. Having discussed all this, if you successfully make an agreement with the supplier, he's going to give you an invoice. So on this invoice, the invoice is what you're going to use to pay for your goods. And please make sure you always make the payment in the Alibaba platform. Before you make the payment, you should check the shipping address is right. You should also take the order summary. Make sure the quantity and the prices are the same as agreed with the supplier. If there's any difference, you can ask him to make some modification. You request for a modification and he will make it. Now to the payment part. Since my region here is Cameroon, I have access to mobile money and Orange Money for payment methods. Beside these two, you also have PayPal, Visa, and MasterCards that you can use to make your payments. You don't have to worry, because if you follow all the steps and chooses a supplier that has trade insurance, your payment will go safe and you have nothing to worry about after you make the payment. After successfully making the payment, you can stay in touch with the supplier in order to know about the evolution of your goods. Next thing, you just stay calm, patient, and receive your goods. This marks the end of buying from Alibaba training. I hope you really learned a lot from this training. I invite you to subscribe, like, and even share to your friends and relatives. And wait for the upcoming videos, because I'll be posting more videos about buying from China and other opportunities. Feel free to join my WhatsApp community group so you can